Welcome my dear students. Myself Ritu Bhandari, lecturer English. Today we are going to discuss change the narration, which is in your grammar book. It is for both 11th and 12th standard. Let's begin with narration. Now what is narration? And what are types of narration? The act of reporting a person's speech is called narration. There are two ways of narrating a person's speech. What are the two ways? One is direct speech and another is indirect speech. Direct speech, the actual words spoken by a person are quoted with inverted commas. Like, for example, if I am saying you something and you are telling it to your friend, you will quote my words as it is in inverted commas. Here I have given example. She said, I am going for shopping. The next one is indirect speech. In indirect speech, the gist meaning matters of the speaker's word. Means the words of the speaker are conveyed without quoting the actual words. In these sentences, the meaning of person's words is conveyed without quoting his or her actual words. Let's take the same example. If I have to tell someone what she said that she was going for shopping. Here I have changed the subject I to she because the person who was speaking I am going for shopping was a girl. So I has been changed to she, and because the person has said these lines in the past tense, I have changed am to was. We will discuss all these tenses side by side in this video only. Now there are two parts of direct speech. One is reporting verb. The part of the sentence outside the inverted comma is called reporting speech. It is generally termed as reporting verb. It has three parts: subject, reporting verb, and object. In certain cases, the object may be missing. Another is reported speech. The part of the sentence enclosed within the inverted commas is called the reported speech. A reported speech also has a subject and a verb with other extensions or other parts of speech. कहने ਦਾ ਭਾਵ ਇਹ ਹੈ कि ਜਿਹੜਾ ਰਿਪੋਰਟਿੰਗ ਵਰਬ ਹੈ ਉਹ ਇਨਵਰਟਿਡ ਕਾਮਾਸ ਤੋਂ ਪਹਿਲਾਂ ਵਾਲਾ ਸੈਂਟੈਂਸ ਹੈ, ਜਿਵੇਂ she said ਵਿੱਚ ਤੁਸੀਂ she said ਨੂੰ ਲੈ ਸਕਦੇ ਹੋ, ਜਿਸ ਵਿੱਚ ਇੱਕ ਸਬਜੈਕਟ ਹੋਏਗਾ, ਰਿਪੋਰਟਿੰਗ ਵਰਬ ਹੋਏਗਾ said ਐਂਡ ਆਬਜੈਕਟ ਹੋਏਗਾ, ਤੇ ਰਿਪੋਰਟਡ ਸਪੀਚ ਜਿਹੜੀ ਹੈ ਉਹ ਇਨਵਰਟਿਡ ਕਾਮਾਸ ਦੇ ਅੰਦਰ ਹੈ. I am going for shopping ਵਿੱਚ I am going for shopping ਰਿਪੋਰਟਡ ਸਪੀਚ ਹੈ ਜੋ ਉਸਨੇ ਕਿਹਾ, ਜਿਸ ਵਿੱਚ ਇੱਕ ਸਬਜੈਕਟ ਹੈ, ਇੱਕ ਵਰਬ ਹੈ ਜਾਂ ਉਹਦੇ ਹੋਰ ਪਾਰਟਸ ਐਕਸਟੈਂਸ਼ਨ ਆਫ ਸਪੀਚ ਹੈ. The indirect speech is a complex sentence made of principal clause and a subordinate clause. Which is the principal clause? Principal clause is the reporting speech. Inverted commas तो पहला वाला sentence she said वाला, and a subordinate clause. Subordinate clause क्योंकि that लग के लग जाता है ਤਾਂ ਕਰਕੇ ਰਿਪੋਰਟਡ ਸਪੀਚ ਜਿਹੜਾ ਹੈ सबऑर्डिनेट क्लॉज बन जाता है। जनरली जॉइंड बाय अ कंजंक्शन, कंजंक्शन ज़्यादातर दैट होंदी है। सो इत्थे मैं एग्जाम्पल लिती है, शी टोल्ड मी दैट शी वॉज गोइंग टू दिल्ली। दिस इज इनडायरेक्ट स्पीच। नाउ शी टोल्ड मी is joined with she was going to Delhi with a conjunction that she told me is the principal clause, she was going to Delhi is a subordinate clause. So this is a complex sentence and indirect speech. We have converted direct speech to indirect speech, which is narration. Now what are rules of changing direct speech into indirect speech? Rule 1 is that inverted commas are removed. Rule 2 is that you have to see the tense of reporting verb, which I am going to discuss. If the tense of reporting verb in direct speech is present or future tense, there will be no change in the tense of reported speech while changing the direct speech into indirect. कहने का भाव यह है भी जे कॉमा तो पहला जड़ी रिपोर्टिंग जड़ी आपां स्पीच रिपोर्टेड स्पीच है उस तो पहला जदों आपां चेंज करना है तो आपां रिपोर्टिंग वर्ब देखना है, उसका टेंस देखना है। ऐसे सेंटेंस है द टीचर सेज टू द स्टूडेंट्स I have corrected your notebooks. The teacher says to the students, आप पहला देखांगे चेक करांगे what is the tense here. Here the tense is says. Says is present tense. It means that we are not going to change it inside the inverted commas. Now indirect speech will be the teacher tells the student. Here says to is changed into tells that she has corrected their notebooks. I have not changed the tense or I have not changed have into had. I have changed have into has because I was changed to she according to subject and she is singular. So she has corrected their notebooks. And if there is future tense, like if there was the teacher will say to the students I have corrected your notebooks, then also we are not going to change tense inside. The sentence will be the teacher will say to the students that she has corrected their notebooks. Rules regarding the change in personal pronouns. While changing personal pronouns, the gender and case of personal pronouns should be kept the same. Pronouns of first person in the reported speech change according to the subject of reporting verb. The case will remain the same. For example, my sister said to me, I don't want to waste my time. Here the subject is my sister, who said to me, I is first person, don't want to waste my time. My sister told me that she did not want to waste her time. I is going to be changed with she. क्योंकि मेरी भैन ने मैनू कहा ते जो ने किया वो मैं जड़ा है वो उसे दे अकॉर्डिंगली चेंज होएगा। सो बच्चों तुसी बहुत ही ध्यान दे नाल देखना है कि शब्द किसके द्वारा उच्चारे गए हैं अते तुसी ओनू किस तरह बदलना है इनडायरेक्ट स्पीच विच प्रोनाउंस नू। Pronouns of the second person in the reported speech change according to the object of the reporting verb. The case will remain the same. I said to her, you should do your work. I said to her, you should do your work. Here you is the second person, and when we are changing it, I will write I advised her that she should do her work. Here I have replaced you with she. And what else changes it requires? Your is being changed into her. I advised her that she should do her work. Pronouns of the third person in the reported speech remain unchanged. Asha said to me, he is wasting his time. He is third person. ਅਸੀਂ ਕਿਸੇ ਤੀਜੇ ਵਿਅਕਤੀ ਦੇ ਬਾਰੇ ਗੱਲ ਕਰ ਰਹੇ ਹਾਂ ਤੇ ਜਦੋਂ ਤੀਜੇ ਵਿਅਕਤੀ ਦੇ ਬਾਰੇ ਗੱਲ ਕੀਤੀ ਜਾ ਰਹੀ ਹੈ ਤੇ ਉਹ ਉਹੀ ਰਹੇਗਾ ਜਿਸ ਦੇ ਲਈ ਅਸੀਂ ਗੱਲ ਕੀਤੀ ਹੈ. So here we are not going to change he. Asha told me that he was wasting his time. Rule 4. Rule 4 is subject verb agreement which must be followed when pronoun or tense in the reported speech is changed. For example, I say to my friend, you are very hardworking. Say to will be changed to tell. I tell my friend that you are very hardworking will change into he is very hardworking. The next is I said to my friend, you are very hardworking. I told my friend that he was very hardworking. Now I have not changed the tense in the first sentence because in the beginning it was present tense. I told you in the beginning of this video also that when we are using present tense outside the inverted commas or future tense, we do not change the reported speech. But in the second sentence, I am changing it according to the past tense. Because it was past tense outside, I have to change it inside. So present continuous tense is being changed into past continuous tense. Rule 5. A conjunction is used to introduce the reported speech. The use of conjunction depends on the type of sentence of the reported speech. Generally, the conjunction used is that. Let's see, when there is assertive sentence, affirmative or negative, we use that. But when we are using interrogative sentences, we don't use that, we use if or whether. When the interrogative sentences are with WH words like which, where, what, we use those words only. When we are using imperative sentences, we use to also, sometimes to and sometimes that according to the sentence. In exclamatory sentences or optative sentences also, that conjunction is used. Rule 6. The tense of reporting verb remains the same if the reporting verb is say, says, will say or said. It remains the same. If reporting verb is followed by to and an object, there will be the following changes in the reporting verbs if the reported speech is an assertive sentence. For example, say to him changes into tell him. Says to me changes into tells me. Will say to her will change into will tell her. Said to you changes into told you. Rules regarding the change in tense. If the reporting verb is in present tense or future tense, there will be no change in the tense of reported speech. My mother says the food is ready. My mother says that the food is ready. He says to me, I am studying here. He tells me that he is studying here. Tarun will say, I was sleeping. Tarun will say that he was sleeping. In all these sentences, we have not changed the tense of the reported speech. The food is ready, I am studying here, I was sleeping. Only the pronouns are being converted according to the subject. Rule 2. If the reporting verb is in past tense, the tense of reported speech will change to its corresponding tense in the past tense. My mother said, the food is ready. My mother said that the food was ready. So, present indefinite tense changes into past indefinite tense. He said to me, I am studying here. This is present continuous tense which will change into past continuous tense. He told me that he was studying there. John said, I was sleeping. John said that he had been sleeping. This was past tense which is being converted into past perfect. This was past continuous tense which is being converted into past perfect continuous tense. My sister said to me, I don't like mangoes. This is present indefinite tense, I don't like mangoes, which will be converted into past indefinite tense. My sister told me that she did not like mangoes. So, basic changes: simple present tense will change into simple past tense. Present continuous tense will change into past continuous tense. Present perfect tense will change into past perfect tense. Present perfect continuous will change into past perfect continuous tense. So, here let's discuss the example of present tense in which simple present tense V1 will change into V2. When it is present continuous tense means is MR V1 plus ing, it will change into was were V1 plus ing. When it is present perfect means has have plus V3, it will change into had plus V3. Present perfect continuous has been, have been, V1 plus ing will change into had been V1 plus ing. Let's do with the examples. My mother said the food is ready. The food is ready is in present tense, present indefinite, which will change into simple past tense. My mother said that the food was ready. My sister said, I am doing my work. I am doing my work is present continuous tense. My sister said that she was doing her work. My sister said, I have done my work. This is present perfect tense. It will change into that she had done her work. My sister said, I have been doing my work. My sister said that she had been doing her work. Now let's see how we change past tense. The simple past tense where we are using second form of verb will change into past perfect tense. This is very important, students. Past continuous tense where we use was, were plus V1 plus ing will again change into past perfect continuous tense. Past perfect tense, where we use had plus V3, will change into past perfect tense only. It will remain as it is. And past perfect continuous tense also will remain as it is only. There will be no change. Let's see. My sister said I was busy. My sister said that she had been busy. So past tense has been changed into past perfect tense. My sister said I was doing my work. My sister said that she had been doing her work. Past continuous tense is being changed into past perfect continuous tense. My sister said I had done my work. Here no change. My sister said that she had done her work. My sister said I had been doing my work. My sister said that she had been doing her work. Now how we can change sentences which are in future tense? Very easy, students. Simple future tense will change into past form of simple future. Like will or shall will change into would, plus V1 will remain as it is. Future continuous tense will again change into past form of future continuous. Would be, will be converted to would be. Future perfect tense will again change into past form of future perfect. Will, shall, have will change into would have plus V3. Future perfect continuous tense will change into past form of future perfect continuous tense. Will, shall, have been plus V1 plus ing will change into would have been plus V1 plus ing. Let's study with these examples. My sister said, I will do my work. My sister said that she would do her work. My sister said, I will be doing my work. My sister said that she would be doing her work. My sister said, I will have done my work. My sister said that she would have done her work. My sister said, I will have been doing my work. My sister said that she would have been doing her work. So it's very easy, students. Now comes the model auxiliaries. He said to me, you can take my book. It's very easy, students. Can will be replaced by could. May will be replaced by might. Will or shall will be replaced by would. And could, should, would, might, they won't change. The teacher said to the students, you may go now. The teacher told the student that she might go then. If must indicates future necessity or compulsion, it changes into would have to plus V1. For example, in the sentence, he said, I must finish this work by tomorrow. He said that he would have to finish that work by the next day. So, if must is the immediate necessity, then we will change must into had to. He said, I must go home now. He said that he had to go home then. But when must indicates permanent rule or prohibition, it does not change. Like which is universally accepted. The teacher said the student must not miss my class. The teacher said that the students must not miss her class. So while doing narration which carries must, you should be very careful whether it is conditional or it is immediate necessity or it is a rule. You have to see. how to change the modal auxiliaries need and dare. Dare and need are used as semi-modal verbs. Dare means to have the courage to do something. Both are mostly used negatively. He said to me, we need not go to the market. He told me that I need not go to the market. He said to me, I dare not talk to the teacher. He told me that he dare not talk to the teacher. Now rule 6 is adverbs of time and place and some other words are changed according to the sentence. If the sentence of the reported speech is not changed, the adverbs of time and place are also not changed. One more thing, students. You must have noticed that in many sentences I have changed now to then, this to that. Let's see how we change these words. When there is past tense outside and you have to change that reported speech, you have to be careful while changing these words also. This will change into that, these to those, here and hither to there and thither. Hence will change into thence, hereby to thereby, come to go, now, then, today, that day, tonight, that night, yesterday, the previous day, last week, the previous week, last month, the previous month, last year, the previous year, last night, the night before or the previous night, tomorrow, the next day or the following, next week, month and year will be changed into the following week, the following month, the following year. Ago will change into before. Students, now there are many situations when the tense of reported speech remain the same. What are these situations? There are exceptional situations when the tense of reported speech is not changed even if the reporting verb is in past tense. These are if the reported speech is a universal truth, a mathematical fact, geographical fact, historical fact, chemical fact or some other fact, the tense is not changed. Means it should be some fact which cannot be changed. Like the teacher said, the earth revolves around the sun. Now the earth revolves around the sun is a universal truth. It cannot be changed. So we will just add that. The teacher said that the earth revolves around the sun. He said to me, 2 and 2 make 4. He told me that 2 and 2 make 4. This is a mathematical fact. 2 plus 2 are always equal to 4. If the reported speech is a proverb or an act of morality, the tense is not changed. Like Ria said to her brother, honesty is the best policy. Ria told her brother that honesty is the best policy. So this is a situation or a proverb which is morally correct. So we are not going to change the tense. If the reported speech explains some habitual act which we are used to do every day, like the teacher said Mohan always comes late. The teacher said that Mohan always comes late. He said to me, I go for a walk daily. He told me that he goes for a walk daily. Because I am going for walk every day and this is my habit, it is not going to change. If the reported speech refers to past time, date, year, the tense is not changed. My mother said to me, India got freedom on 15th August 1947. This is a historical date and a historical fact. So, we are not going to change it. My mother told me that India got freedom on 15th August 1947. If the reported speech expresses two simultaneous actions, the tense remains the same. He said to me, I played when my brother slept. He told me that he played when his brother slept. He said to me, I was completing my homework when my mother was cooking food. So there are simultaneously two actions going on. He told me that he was completing his homework when his mother was cooking food. If the action expressed in reported speech continues at the time of reporting, the tense is not changed. He said to me, prices are going up. He told me that prices are going up. He said to me, India is progressing by leaps and bounds. He told me that India is progressing by leaps and bounds. If the reported speech expresses an imaginary condition or an unreal condition, then also the tense is not changed. He said, if my friend were here, I would be very happy. He said that if his friends were there, he would be very happy. Here we have changed the word here with there, but we have not changed the tense of the sentence. He said to me, if you had invited me, I would have attended the party. He told me that if I had invited him, he would have attended the party. There are different rules for different types of sentences for changing direct speech into indirect. Therefore, it is important to find out what type of sentence reported speech in direct speech may be an assertive sentence, interrogative, imperative, exclamatory, optative. We have already discussed about the tense change in assertive sentences earlier. So let's do now interrogative sentences. Many students find problem in interrogative sentences. They find assertive sentences very easy. Let's do them. There are two types of interrogative sentences. Single interrogative sentences, it starts with primary auxiliary or a modal auxiliary. Such sentences are also known as yes or no. Means if you ask someone that question, the answer must be either in yes or in no. Are you a teacher? Will you marry me? Then comes the double interrogative sentences. It starts with WH word. What is your name? Who are you? What are you doing? Where are you going? These types of sentences are double interrogative sentences. So let's discuss them. Now there are many points which you should keep in your mind while doing these interrogative sentences. First of all is that you have to change the reporting verb into ask or asked, enquire or enquired. Set word will be changed with these words. You have to remove inverted commas. If the reported speech is a single interrogative sentence, means it is yes no question, you have to use the conjunction if or whether. You don't have to use that over there. If the reported speech is double interrogative sentence, use the WH word given in the reported speech as conjunction. What will remain what, which will remain which. Follow the rules of pronouns and tenses as it is. In indirect speech, interrogative sentence given in the reported speech changes into an assertive sentence. Therefore, the places of subject and verb are exchanged. This is known as inversion because we have to remove the sign of interrogation. Means if it is he your friend, we change it into assertive sentence as he is your friend. तो आपको इस बात का ध्यान रखना है, आप सब लोगों को, you have to see whether the sentence which you are doing changing direct into indirect, have you changed the interrogative into assertive sentence? Right? Helping verbs do, does or did are removed. He said to me, do you live in Delhi? He asked me if I lived in Delhi. He said to me, when are you going to Ajmer? He asked me when I was going to Ajmer. See students, the subject verb agreement, here I have changed when are you going to Ajmer, when I was going to Ajmer. I have changed interrogative sentence into assertive sentence and completed the sentence by putting full stop and not question mark. If shall indicates future tense or some information, speculation, it changes into would. He said to me, shall we ever meet again? He wondered if he would ever meet again. If shall indicates seeking advice or request, it changes into should. Ritu said, shall I open the door? Ritu asked if she should open the door. But if shall indicates an offer, it is replaced with the verb offer. She said to me, shall I bring you something to eat? She offered to bring me something to eat. If shall indicates a suggestion, it is replaced with verb suggest. He said, shall we meet again tomorrow? He suggested meeting again the next day. Now questions that start with will you, would you, could you. How to do these questions? If question is starting with will you, would you, could you, these are ordinary questions. The rules of single interrogative sentences will be applied. If the question starting with will you, would you or could you indicates an order, request, offer, the changes will be made accordingly. He shouted, will you keep silent? He ordered me to keep silent. She said to me, could you give me some sugar? She requested me to give her some sugar. She said to me, would you like to have a drink? She invited me for a drink or she offered me a drink. Rules, instructions for changing imperative sentences. Imperative sentences express an order, command, request, prohibition or advice. These sentences start directly with the first form of verb or don't, followed by the first form of verb. Change of reporting verb in order or ordered, request or requested, command, commanded, forbid, forbade, advise, advised according to the meaning of the reported speech. The imperative mood is changed with infinitive mood. Change the first form of verb into positive infinitive means to plus verb first form and don't plus V1 into negative infinitive means not to verb 1. For negative infinitive, the word forbid can also be used. Examples. The boss said to his employee, show me the report. The boss has ordered the employee, so we will use the word ordered. The boss ordered his employee to show him the report. My father said to me, take care of your health. This is an advice. My father advised me to take care of my health. So see students, I have used infinitive to with verb first form. My sister said to me, please don't disturb me. My sister requested me not to disturb her. The commander said to the soldier, don't be afraid of the enemy. Move forward. This is a command. The commander commanded the soldiers not to be afraid of the enemy and to move forward. The gardener said to the boys, don't pluck the flowers. The gardener forbade the boys from plucking the flowers. Forbade means mana karna. So, we are not going to again write it in negative form. We are writing the gardener forbade the boys from plucking the flowers. Use of let in imperative sentences. There are different ways to use let in imperative sentences. First one is to propose or suggest something. In such a case, reporting verb is changed into proposed, suggested, or let is changed into should with the addition of the conjunction that. She said to us, let's go for shopping. So this is a proposal. She proposed us that we should go for shopping. To permit or get permission. In such cases, let is changed into to let or might be allowed to. For example, Rohit said to his father, let me choose the subject I want to study. Rohit asked his father to let him choose the subject he wanted to study. When one has to express a condition or supposition, let is changed into might. He said, let him try ever so hard, he will not stand first in the class. He said that he would not stand first in the class, however hard he might try. Rules or instructions for changing exclamatory sentences. Exclamatory sentences express a sudden or a strong feeling. These sentences start with interjections such as hurrah, alas, oh, what, how, etc. The exclamatory sentence is changed into assertive sentence. The reporting verb is changed into exclaimed or exclaimed with whatever is the expression. If you find joy, then you will write exclaimed with joy. If it is sorrow, exclaimed with sorrow. If it is wonder, exclaimed with wonder. Conjunction that is used to join the reporting verb and the reported speech. Interjection or any other exclamatory word is removed. All the rules of pronouns and tenses are followed as we followed earlier. Mark of exclamation is also removed, just like we remove the mark of interrogation in interrogative sentences. Let's see some examples. She said, how beautiful the scenery is. She exclaimed that the scenery was very beautiful. She said, how foolish I have been. She confessed that she had been very foolish. There are some points to remember, students. Ho, hurrah, who, etc. express joy or delight. What, oh, good heavens, etc. express wonder or surprise. Alas, ah, express grief or pain. Ha, hush, lo, behold, express attention. Hu, express contempt. Damn, express swear. Bravo, express applaud, encouragement. She said, alas, I have injured my hand. She exclaimed with sorrow that she had injured her hand. The players said, hurrah, we have won the match. The players exclaimed with joy that they had won the match. Now there are optative sentences also. This is the last part of narration, students. Optative sentences express a wish, desire, blessing, prayer. The use of modal auxiliaries may and would is common in these sentences. Conditional sentences using were are also used to express a wish. Reporting verb is changed into wished, prayed, desired, cursed, etc. The word wish used in direct speech is removed. If the reporting verb in the past tense, then may is changed into might. Were used in conditional sentence is changed into had been if the reporting verb is in past tense. We wish good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good night. We bid welcome, farewell or goodbye. Like he said to me, may you get success in life. He wished that I might get success in life. He said, good morning, teacher. He wished good morning to his teacher. So, dear students, I hope that you have understood all the topics well. Now you can solve the back exercises and ask your queries. All the best. Thanks for watching, dear students. Bye.